if you're steeped in sin, as I like to say, deep in it, whatever that is, and if you don't know, then you're probably deep in sin. You know what I mean? Or if you do know, then you know. You know what I mean? You know where you are, and you know where you want to go. But some people don't even know. Um, but we're stained on the outside, and I think of people that maybe spent time in prison or been addicted to drugs, or maybe had different types of addictions, say sexual addictions or whatever, and that stain on the outside causes us to sin, causes us to because of the shame we leave the presence of God, just like in the garden we went and we hid. I did it, you did it, we all did it. You know what I mean? We went and we turned away from the Lord, and we were steeped in sin. And it was shame that why I didn't come around to the parties, or why I didn't show up to the family. I've been divorced, so I mean there's a lot of shame in that. You hide from the people who are there really gonna help order your life a little bit because of that shame. And it's like your outside is dirty, but inside you're miserable and sad and wretched. And we've all been there. But Christ says first clean the inside. So we're all like worried about we're worried about what people think about us, but worry more about what God thinks of you. And if you have given your life to God, then that stain that shame is covered by the blood of the Lamb. And so pull back, at your testimony. Not saying that we want testimonies, because testimonies are like, you know what I mean? But they are what they are. I did what I did, and now I can speak to it. And I don't want anybody to do anything to get to speak. I want them to speak of righteousness from beginning to end. But we're wretched. And so I wrote down some things here. First and foremost, you don't have to hide, like I was just saying. You don't have to hide. And how does this all work? Well, the Word of God will wash you. It's super easy. Read your Word. Trust in the Lord. Don't hide your shame. You're gonna have to go through it anyway. So let that shame be washed through presence in community, in church, and things of that nature. Let His goodness work in you to remove the stain. And don't say it can't be done, because I'm a known men that spend decades in prison and have every reason to be hiding in shame, but are walking in glory of God, because that stain has been washed. That we remember those stains. We don't forget the mud. The crud I pulled in my life is very shameful. Don't even begin. But God, you know what I mean? And let His goodness work in you.